What's up, guys? So today I'm going to be doing a quick video about having success on a cut or a cutting phase. So what is a cutting phase? A cutting phase is when you are eating or trying to lose body fat by eating below your caloric maintenance. So let's say I had a recent video on calculating your maintenance and what that is, but let's say your maintenance calories to sustain your weight over the course of whatever amount of time is 2,500 calories. So if you want to cut or to lose body fat, what you would do is eat less than 2,500 calories. So many people try doing this and end up falling off or end up going back into a bulk or don't end up losing any fat at all. They struggle a lot with this. So I have a couple key tips, 4 key tips, some parts to each one, about how to have success on a cut or in your cutting phase. So let's get right in. So number 1, do not drop your calories too fast. Now this is a big problem. A lot of people are eating over their maintenance calories on a bulk where you're trying to gain muscle and add some size. So you're eating over your maintenance calories, and then when they want to cut and get in shape for the summer, they drop their calories down way too fast. So let's say your maintenance calories is 2,500 calories and you're bulking and you're eating about 3,000 calories a day. All of a sudden, you will go, this number 1 mistake is going from 3,000 calories to 2,000 calories in a day. Like, that's ridiculous. You are going to feel like absolute crap in the gym. Your strength is going to plummet. You need to slowly ease into your cut. So, what does that mean? Now, let's say you're bulking, you're eating 3,000 calories a day. If your maintenance is 2,500, so you're eating 500 more. What I recommend is dropping it down every week or so. What I did in my recent cut, I dropped it down from 3,500 calories to 3,200 calories to 3,000 calories to 2,800 to 2,600, and then to now down to the lower 2,000s where I am right now. And I vary that, and I'll explain what that means. It's called carb cycling later on in the video. So you start at 3,000 calories, for this example, and then you drop to 2,800 calories for 1 week, and you eat 2,800 calories or about that, roughly that amount for the week. So you're still going to be gaining weight, but now you're easing yourself in. So now your strength is still going to probably be going up as long as you're training correctly and efficiently, but now you're starting to minimize the amount of fat that you're gaining during that week. And then you drop it again the next week. As long as you're feeling good, you drop it the next week to, let's say, 2,600 calories. So you're still above maintenance. Now, each week goes on, you drop it approximately 100-200 calories as long as you're feeling good in the gym and your strength is still okay. Now, to be honest, your strength is probably going to go down at some point. You're not going to be able to maintain, let's say you deadlift 495, you're not going to be able to maintain that when you get further into your cut. It's going to be tough. It's possible, but it's going to be tough. So you keep dropping calories down slowly, right? And this allows for you to maintain that strength because your body is still you're not drastically decreasing the energy you're giving your body. So your body is still feeling pretty good. It's not noticing too much of a difference. Obviously, after a while of being in a deficit, of being below your maintenance calories, you're gonna feel some effects. But this is how you minimize your strength losses, which will minimize the amount of muscle you lose if you do lose any muscle on the cut. The next tip is maintaining your lifestyle. So you don't want to, when you go on a cut, many people have trouble maintaining their lifestyle. What that means is, let's say, you're eating out with your friends, family, whatnot, eating whatever you kind of want, not whatever, but watching what you're doing on a bulk, but you're eating more than your maintenance calories. Now you're trying to go below maintenance calories, so like burgers every day, fries all the time is not really going to work for you, right? But you can still fit that in. There is no reason why you can't fit that into your diet. You should have days, not every day, but you can have times, or even if you want to do something every day, perfectly fine, as long as you fit that into your macros and your calories for that day, and you're staying below your maintenance calories, you're going to be fine. So, maintaining your lifestyle is key. If you can't maintain the lifestyle, like if you always go out and eat all the time, by all of a sudden, on your cutting phase, if all of a sudden you're eating chicken and rice every single day with their broccoli and spinach every single day, 6 meals a day, that's ridiculous. That's not gonna, you're not gonna be able to maintain. People can, and it's very possible, and if you really want to do it that way, perfectly fine. But it's not gonna, you're not gonna be able to maintain that lifestyle. So the key is to find the foods that you like. You know, sometimes you're gonna be a little bit hungry. But you have to figure out how you can deal with that. You know, gum, low calorie, ice creams, whatnot, some type of things like that will help you get through days you're hungry and whatever. Maybe even intermittent fasting, where you don't eat until later in the day. You wait till like about noon. You wake up, you wait till noon or 1 o'clock, and then you eat later in the day. So that pushes your feeding window back. So now it's harder to eat. Like, let's say you want to eat below 2,500 calories. It's harder to eat 2,500 calories in 8 hours when, let's say, you were given 12 hours to eat throughout the day. So there's some options like that. So maintaining your lifestyle, I think, is key. You know, living your life, doing what you do every day on a day-to-day basis is key to maintaining and progressing through your cut. Now the third point is carb cycling. Once you get down below maintenance calories and you start going down to, let's say your maintenance is 2,500 and you start going down to 2,100, 2,000 calories per day, I would recommend carb cycling, which I recently implemented into my cutting phase. And what that is on certain days you eat X amount of calories, let's say 2,100 calories on your training days. If you train 5 days a week like me right now, you eat 2,100 calories on your training days. I have 2 off days. On my 2 off days, I try to eat 1,900 to 2,000 calories on those days. Also, one of those training days, one of those 5 training days, you eat up about maintenance, maybe a little bit low. So for me, I would eat 2,400, 2,500 calories on my, what they call refeed day, which is when you refeed your body back up to maintenance and you fuel yourself up. So you're not as depleted. Like if you're eating 500 calories below your maintenance every single day, you're going to feel very depleted. So you refeed once a week, maybe twice, if that fits your lifestyle. I'll do another video on carb cycling later on, but I'm just giving you the general idea is you eat on certain days. Let's say you have a chest and back day, big muscle groups, right? Maybe you have a little bit more calories on that day because you're fueling a big workout. And then your arm day, let's say you have an arm day, you know, that might be your day where you try to eat a little bit less because there's a small muscle group, so you don't need as much calories to fuel that workout. And generally, why it's called carb cycling is because carbs are your energy source and you're generally lowering your carbs. Your protein should be about 1 gram per pound of body weight, you know, which is similar to what it is on a bulk. Fat, anywhere between 60 and 100 grams. I talked about that in my last video. Depends on your size and weight, but you're keeping your fat fairly similar. You're dropping a little bit because now you're on a cut, but fairly similar to what it was. And then you're really manipulating your carbs and manipulating your energy and the fuel you're giving your body. So then you have 1 day a week. Let's say it's your leg day. I prefer to do that on a leg day or the day before your leg day so that you have a lot of energy for that workout. So then you eat a lot of carbs, eat more calories going into that leg day or during that leg day, and you're able to fuel that workout, and then it kind of resets your metabolism. So now your metabolism kind of spikes and you're burning fat more efficiently. And then as you drop in calories and you kind of stay consistent with your calories, your metabolism is going to drop off a little bit, so you're not going to be burning as much fat. But then by doing that refeed, you're spiking your metabolism and allowing for yourself to burn more fat the next day, the next couple days. So instead of when you go into a cut, right, and you start eating less calories and you're consistent, eating 2,000 a week, 1,900 this week, 1,800 this next week, that's perfectly fine. You're going to lose weight as long as you're below your maintenance. But that's when a lot of people see plateaus, where they don't really lose as much all of a sudden. They're like, what's happening? I recommend sticking to it if you're going to do it that way, because the plateaus, to be honest with you, got to push through your plateaus. Doesn't mean to eat less. Does not mean to eat less. But you got to keep pushing through, because as long as you're below your maintenance, you're doing okay. But another point to that is, as you lose weight, your maintenance calories are going to drop. So if you were 200 pounds, right, you might need to eat 3,000 calories a day to maintain your weight. But now you start cutting, right, down to 190, 185. Now your maintenance might not be 3,000 anymore because you're so much lighter. So your maintenance might now be like 2,600. So you're going to stall. You're not going to lose as much fat now each week. And you're going to be like, what's going on? That's just something to keep in mind as you're progressing through your cut, and you have to adjust each week based on how much weight you're losing on the scale. Should be between 1 pound and 1.5 pounds max per week. If you lose more than that, you're probably losing some muscle. If not, you may have had a lot of fat to begin with, which is fine. But the way to really go about it is to lose 1 pound to 1.5 pounds per week. And if you do that, you should be losing the majority of fat. That would mean you're probably not cutting calories too drastically, so you're maintaining at least most of your strength in the gym for the beginning or for the most part of your cut. And the final point that I want to make is cardio. Do what works for you. Now, cardio, I don't look at it as just gotta do cardio like crazy. Look at it as doing cardio to facilitate and help you lose excess fat. So, and to speed up the process somewhat. At the end of the day, it comes down to what you eat and how many calories you eat and how far below your maintenance calories you're going to be if you're going to lose weight. At the end of the day, that's what it is. But if you can do cardio, right, I recommend doing it after your workout or in the morning before any workouts, and then have a meal before your workout. But if you're going to do cardio, don't do something that you hate. If you're going to hate it, if you're going to be jogging, you're going to do a 3-mile jog, don't do it if you hate it. You're not going to be able to maintain it. You're not going to like it. You need to enjoy it. Like, for example, for me, I like jumping rope. So what do? I go jump rope for 20 minutes on and off. I do about a minute on, 30 seconds off, minute and a half on, 30 off. You know, I change it up. But do what works for you. And if you like doing, I can do a video on the types of cardio later on. But if you like doing a sprint for a minute and then a walk for like 30 seconds, and you'd like to do some type of interval training, that's fine. If you like to jog, there are technically ways to burn fat more efficiently when doing cardio, but to be honest, the big picture, it's not a big deal. So do what works for you, do what you like. If you like playing basketball, go play basketball for an hour. That's just the same. It's cardio. You're doing cardio. That cardio is not going to all of a sudden, I did 3 hours of cardio today, I'm going to lose so much weight. To be honest with you, it's not going to do that big. If you do 3 hours of cardio a day, that's a lot, and you're probably going to feel very tired and depleted because you need to fuel that. But cardio is not gonna lose weight for you. It's gonna help, but at the end of the day, it comes down to calories. It comes down to what you're eating, what you're intaking, and what you are expending each day. At the end of the day, that's what it is. That's all I have for this video, and stay tuned for a future video, potentially on maybe carb cycling, how it worked for me, types of cardio, another video about macros / bulking. I'll see what I want to do, but stay tuned, a lot coming. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at TJC_fit, and leave a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, a lot more coming, and thanks for watching.